There's an event coming up here in our community that you're definitely going to want to check out. It is an all-inclusive art show of children here in our community, hosted by the nonprofit called Hopelynd. So I'm joined now by the co-founder of Hopelynd, Kara Haynes, as well as one of the artists who's going to be featured in the show, Evelyn. Guys, thanks so much for being here. You've got your art, Evelyn, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. Let's start, though, with anyone who hasn't heard of Hopelynd. What are you guys all about? What do you work to do in the area?
Yeah, so our nonprofit started just 2 months ago, so
wow.
we're very new. But it is disability inclusion in the art and photography industry. So we're gonna hopefully have a space someday, that's our goal, to be able to put on events and have artists come in, have those that wanna be part of photography sessions, all of the things, have a space to go do that. That is fully inclusive as far as coming through the doors and using equipment, things that are all thought about those with seen or unseen disabilities. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
What was the motivation here to start this? Did you feel like this was something that was lacking in our community?
Yeah, so there are great studios in the area, and there's some for art and there's some for photography. We haven't seen anything that's both to combine, but also have enough of an inclusion piece where they can come in and let's say a wheelchair user needed to get through the doors. And so that's like the big piece that's missing. So we're hoping to bridge that gap.
Absolutely. And you guys are really kicking things off with a bang with this event that's coming up very soon. An art show that's going to highlight all of this incredible art of students here in our community of all abilities. Tell me sort of about the propeller to having this kind of be your kickoff event.
Yeah, so we want to showcase kids or teens, so 18 and under, in our art show. This is our first ever.
Yes.
And so we're very excited. Those like Evelyn that are going to showcase their pieces, all different kinds of art. So there's paintings, there's digital art, there's, I don't know, you'll have to come and see.
You'll have to come check it out. Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, we just want to highlight their creativity and showcase them, but it's also a fundraiser for Hopelynd to hopefully get our space someday. So,
absolutely. Yeah. And Evelyn, you're one of those artists. You have your art with you tonight. Can you tell us, maybe show us your piece a little bit and tell us what kind of inspired this design?
Yeah, so I wanted to give part of my experience, like a sensory experience of me just walking through, say, the halls of my school.
Okay.
And what these like skyscrapers are meant to show is my sensory input, what I experience. And a few parts of it include these like lines that are meant to almost make it a graph, almost to me trying to organize that feeling with like the tiny key at the bottom with the colors and such.
Yeah. So this is you. This is you. Very cool. I love that. And what inspired you to make this piece specifically for the art show and show it off in that way?
I wanted it to represent my experience having autism just as just senses that everybody feels. I wanted to show my, like the bold, expressive feels that I have.
Absolutely. And to be able to be highlighted in this art show, what does that just mean to you to have, like you were saying, your experience, your feelings, your life shown off in this way and really highlighted in such a positive way? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel happy. I like to think that it's nice to have my experience out there, especially with people just not knowing much about autism.
Yeah.
I liked that I can be a representative almost as part of the experience.
Sure. I love that. And I mean, it's not like art shows are a new concept, but having art shows of people of all different abilities is something, that many people may not have heard of or checked out, especially here in our area. Evelyn, one more for you. I mean, what are you just hoping that, people who come to this event coming up, how are you hoping they'll kind of walk away, afterwards? What kind of things do you hope they'll take away from it, I guess?
I hope that they'll be a bit more open-minded to what people are experiencing then and now with different disabilities, whether it's a wheelchair or if it's someone else with autism.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Kara, for you, I mean, I'm sure it's very similar what you're just hoping that this is going to offer to our area, whether it's other children with disabilities or not, any ability at all.
Yeah. It's going to open up a lot of things, and I really hope it's going to really inspire others as they come through, because I think there'll be other kids and teens that come through as well and see all the different art and think like, oh, I want to be a part of that someday. So that's kind of our hope as we move forward.
Absolutely. All right, let's give folks at home the information if they would like to check this out. Again, this is a community art show, also a silent auction. I know you guys have a bunch of fun, different stuff that's going to be part of this, a sensory area. This is Saturday, November 8th. So this is not this weekend, but the following weekend. It's from 5 to 6 for the general public, and the address is there on your screen, 61 Commerce Avenue Southwest. Anything else for folks to know just about the event and details?
Well, tickets are free. They can come in. So if they want to, that they can get absolutely free tickets. We also offer for them to give a donation if they feel. But also something that not everybody knows is the auction can be done from home. So it's an online auction, so you don't have to be in person. So if you can't make it that day to come, you can still see the auction. It'll start at 9 a.m. on that Friday or that Saturday, and it'll go till 6:30 that night. So if you want to like plug in from wherever you are and put a bid on it and like touch base with us later to claim your bid if you win, you can do that later. So
absolutely. And as you mentioned kind of at the top of the interview, the money that's raised through this event is going to help you guys hopefully open up your own permanent location one day, hopefully very soon, which is exciting.
It will. And we're not just taking the money either. I just want to make sure people know that. So all of the artists, they'll get a big portion of their piece. So 20% of their piece will go to Hopelynd, and then the other 80 gets to go to the artist, which is really cool. And kind of show like how their art has value, but also like, I don't know, give them a little something extra too. So
who doesn't love a little cash for your hard work? Absolutely. Ladies, anything else I haven't asked? Any other thoughts or things that you'd like to mention before I let you go?
I don't think so. I think we kind
that's
of talked about everything.
Well,
so
thank you for being here, Evelyn. Beautiful piece. Thank you so much for talking about it, sharing your experience, and thank you so much for the meaningful work that both of you ladies are doing to offer here for families in our community. Again, that is not this weekend, the one that's right around the corner, but the following weekend. So make sure that you check it out. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. We're going to take a